Alright, everyone's ready?
Alright, here we go. Is this before Mark turned evil?
There's gonna be so much like.
This is right after the last story.
In this audiobook.
Alright, ready?
So much
Alright, boys,
stuff.
here we go.
No.
Okay, who's the narrator? I
It has
forgot.
to be Joe.
Is it me?
Joe.
No,
narrate.
Joe,
I'll do
you're in
it. I'm not.
Tom, you're the narrator.
Wait, does
Alright.
the narrator
You're
only
not,
have
Tom,
to
you're
be
not in it, so who's the narrator?
Alright, I'll be the narrator. We open up into a small clearing in the woods at about midday. The sky is filled with clouds, and there is a chill in the air. In the clearing, there is a small log cabin in a tree. Stump that has clearly been used for chopping wood. Like a good man should, I say. The door is open, and a weathered Alex Travers exits the cabin. He now has a full beard,
He's a full
and is somewhat more muscular than he was this time we last saw him last year. He picks up the axe by the tree stump and begins to cut away at the wood for a fire later on. Suddenly, there's a rustling in the woods. Alex notices this, but decides to do nothing and continues chopping the wood. Then a figure of beauty and magnificence appears, as it is none other than Joe, the most handsome and intelligent man alive.
Alex, is that you?
Alex? I haven't heard that name in years.
Alex, you've been out here for a week.
Alex stops his work, slamming the axe with a force into the stump, and then slowly turns around to look at Joe.
What do you want, Joe?
Catherine's a little worried about you. She asked me to come check on you.
You shouldn't have come here, Joe. My life means nothing to me anymore.
What do you mean?
Without access to the eShop, Hambo can never buy me my DLC. I can never have access to Wuhan or data input. What am I supposed to do without Zamasu's moveset, Joe?
Alex, I think you're overacting just a bit here.
Joe, if I don't have that DLC, Hambo can beat me using all of Zamasu's moves on his custom character. I'll never be able to beat him. I'll never see Hambo's ass live on Twitch for a full hour with balls and scrumped.
There is a silence in the air. Joe can sense the severity of Alex's words and understands that he has nearly given up all of his chance of redemption.
Alex, what if I told you there was a way to get you unbanned from the eShop?
That's impossible. Do you think Nintendo has the power to override a decision made by George Costanza? No one has that kind of power. No one!
I might be able to get you an audience with the great leader.
Joe, are you saying what I think you're saying?
There's a chance we can get you unbanned from the eShop.
I was hoping he could get me Hambo's nudes, but I guess that's better.
Come on, Alex. Let's fly on my Nimbus cloud like Costanza has.
The flying nimbus comes down from the sky and sets itself at Joe's feet, and he quickly boards the cloud.
Joe,
Kevin's in this also.
Joe, there's one last thing I have to do before I leave.
Alex runs back into the log cabin and walks to the back of the room. He opens up his closet and sees the homemade shrine of all the Xenoblade 2 women with large anime titties. Alex kisses each of the blades twice, once per titty, and then runs back to see Joe before furiously masturbating and using his jizz to put out the scented candles.
Oh, God.
He then rips off the fake beard he got at Five Below and leaves.
So, you ready to go?
Let's get some DLC.
So Alex and Joe fly away to the great apartment building in the sky where Castle Costanza is currently located. They fly above all the clouds and everything in the sky until they see floating a large cloud in a bright blue and pink sky. Castle Costanza. They reach the base of the building and they walk up the stairs to the door. Joe presses the button. A rumbling is heard in the intercom and the voice is heard.
Oh, there's a link.
There's a link. Where's the,
This.
One more time just for the whole
Yes, can we?
Come on, you guys know what it is.
Yeah, but it's better.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. He leave a message at the beep. I must be out, or I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
Where could I be? That was great.
Oh, great and powerful one. I seek an audience.
Who dares interrupt the dinner of the great Lord Costanza? I was about to enjoy a nice bowl of crab biscuits. If this is one of the soup Nazis, I swear.
It is I, Joe, the Magnificent.
Oh, Joe. Why didn't you just say it was you? Come on in, please. I have a big salad up here for you.
I appreciate it, oh noble and charitable king.
So Lord Costanza buzzes Alex and Joe up, and suddenly the two are standing before the great king's porcelain throne.
Alex Travis, returning from your exile so soon?
Fuck you, Lord Costanza. Hambo, I can't say this line because it's not true. You can masturbate to Pyra as many times as you want. Never gets old.
Alex.
So, Joe, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask my friend.
Normally, I'd smite you both for even bringing up such a notion. However, I'll make an exception for you, Joe.
Oh, thank you, oh honorable lord.
Did I say I would just give it to you? Just like that? No, redemption doesn't come so easy.
Alex turns around as he's furiously masturbating to more Xenoblade characters.
So true.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, Alex Travis, you must assemble a team of yourself and 2 heroes and go forth on a quest.
Alright, this is like a side quest because I have a lot of other shit.
This is a main quest, you fool!
Main quest, got it. So, what do you need?
I need 3 legendary objects from around the world. Fetch them for me, and I will reconsider your banishment from the eShop.
And what are these items, oh great balls one?
Firstly, you must receive the Emerald of Beyond. Then, a feather from the leader of the legendary Firebird clan. Finally, you must acquire the most valuable object in the entire universe.
Crown jewels?
A Nintendo Switch with all the DLC for every game already downloaded onto it, except for Snipper Clips 1 and 1-2 Switch.
No, it is the most prized possession of my nemesis in the Shadow Realms. Toa.
Wait,
Diabolical.
Tova?
Completely understand. Joe, let's go. We have work to do.
Oh, Alex, I almost forgot. You have 3 days from now to complete your quest. If you fail on your quest, you'll be destroyed from existence forever.
Life without Hambo's news or DLC money isn't a life I want. Thanks, George Costanza.
Remember, if you die, you fail.
Alex and Joe fly away and then
Joe, we have to make a stop.
Dude, we just stopped at Denny's across from George Stan's place. Are you still hungry?
No, Costanza said we could ask for help of one other hero, right? So we need to find that hero.
Alright, Alex, but where to?
The gym.
Joe and Alex fly to the gym and meet with the great Mark Savanon, who is there lifting everything because he's so swole.
Mark, I need your help.
Upon hearing Alex's voice, Mark does a spin and moonwalks over to Joe and Alex.
No, these friends want to look at my titties.
Mark, your titties are fantastic, but we need your help to get me unbanned from the eShop.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but me and Tom aren't friends anymore.
Mark, that was completely irrelevant to what I asked.
I just want you to know because it's important to me. Oh!
We have to go on a quest. Can you come?
Alex, you know, I'm going to the gym for these 6 months lifting things. Sure, no.
Fine. Whatever, Mark.
Hey, let's say minute.
Hi, Mark.
Chill without me.
Alright, Mark.
That's
So
how
our
that's
heroes fly off to find the last hero on their quest.
Do you want to see if Lance or Hambo would help us in this quest?
I just sent Hambo 20 pictures of my ass in nudity, so I don't think that's gonna work. And Tom just got fighters. He'll be playing that for about 6 days straight, and we don't have that kind of time.
All 7.
Alex turns around and removed his phone from his pants after taking 20 fresh pictures of his ass.
Joe, that's not important. God, you're so handsome.
So, Alex, what are you going to do? This is your quest.
Head to Metal Harbor Prison. I think I know someone who can help.
Joe flies the Nimbus to the Metal Harbor prison as Alex shows his ass live on Twitch from his phone. They arrive at the prison and land on the roof.
So, what now? We wait for visiting hours? What are we doing?
Joe, we're gonna have to break someone out of this prison.
Who?
You'll see. Oh, yes.
Alex and Joe sneak into the prison with a secret hatch in the ceiling.
Yes.
And they sneak further and further down into the secret confinement max security cells.
Alex,
I'm too sure this is a good idea.
trust me, Joe. We'll be out of here real fast. Isn't that right, best buddy?
Out of the shadows, Sonic appears.
But which
He
one?
is more muscular than he was before and is super tough. In his cell are all the pictures of Julia and the one picture of Amy's body in a spin dash with Julia's face taped over it.
Hey, Joe.
My Sonic also.
Yeah.
Alex,
Is that you? My best friend in the whole world? More than Tails or Knuckles?
Sonic, my best friend. I'm here to save you.
Alex, we should move. The other prisoners and guards are going nowhere here. I don't know what you guys.
Is this modern Sonic?
Yeah.
This is modern Sonic.
But if you need to go, we can go. Stand back.
Sonic uses a homing attack on the bars and cells fall into the ground. Sonic walks out and leads Alex and Joe out of the prison towards the front door. The alarm is blaring, but Sonic is so hardcore. He's giving 0 fucks. All the guards who see the 3 of them are scared for their lives. Even though Sonic was only in prison for a week, he's the most badass prisoner there, and everyone, even the guards, are his bitches. They walked past the prison cafeteria, and Sonic stopped. He looked the prisoner dead in the eye as he was about to take a bite out of the food.
Better give me that chili dog, or I'll swear I'll spin that you out of existence.
The prisoner handed Sonic the chili dog, nervous for his life.
That's right, you little punk-ass bitch. 3 heroes left the prison.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
So the 3
No,
heroes left
such
the
good
prison.
writing.
It should
The
be
guards
this
not
house.
even
Yeah.
questioning Sonic as he left through the front door.
So, Alex, where do we go?
Going on a quest to get me unbanned from the Nintendo eShop.
That sounds good. So what's your first?
Alex puts on a safari hat.
Sonic, we're going to Uganda.
Hell yeah.
Step it up.
So the gang flies over the Atlantic to Uganda to obtain the first item on Lord Costanza's list, the Emerald of VR. Meanwhile, in the Mushroom Kingdom, the kingdom is under siege by armies of hat-powered Goombas and Koopas, and Browser has possessed a T-Rex and isn't using the same 3 attacks on loop, but is actually attacking intelligently. Mario is driving a car around to trying to save as many people as he can. Pauline is being ravaged by the Koopa children, but she is really into it. She's a freak. Peach and Rosalina look on from the castle as the destruction draws ever closer.
I think Julia and Catherine should be teaching me.
Alright. What does Rosalina sound like? I don't remember.
She's kind of like,
Oh.
Peach, it's time.
Like at that,
Hang on.
like that deep, or like
She's kind of deep.
really? Because Peach is high pitched.
It's time.
Rosalina, Peach, it's time. We confused.
The 2 join hands in a burst of light and spinning magic sparkles. They fuse together into a mid-tier Smash character. The new fusion has a purple dress and all the powers of both princesses.
Wait, no, who's Peach?
Okay,
Okay,
Ready?
Ready?
Wait, do they fuse like in Steven Universe? Or like in Dragon Ball?
Steven Universe.
Ready? 1, 2,
Dance.
3.
Let's save the kingdom from Mario.
Back to the present in Uganda.
Back to the president in Uganda.
So do you guys know when we're gonna get to Uganda?
Clicking is heard in the distance.
I think we made it.
The group lands. Keep on clicking. I'm doing it. The group lands on a small island in the middle of the lake. There's an entire tribe of small Ugandan warriors clicking around. In the center of the circle of all the small Ugandan tribe
Oh my
members,
god, am I the
there's an altar with a woman tied to it.
Is that?
Julia!
Sonic jumps down from the cloud and runs towards Julia, trying to rescue her.
Who's the Ugandan tribe member?
Who's the Ugandan
Who's-
knuckles?
yeah, who's-
If threat comes to the queen.
No.
A threat comes to the queen. Spit on the infant of my brothers.
The Ugandan knuckles begin to spit at Sonic together, and the resulting spit makes Sonic trip and hit his head on the stone altar, knocking him unconscious.
Sonic, no!
Can somebody please get me out of here?
Spit on their heritage, my brothers. We will never freeze.
Joe takes evasive maneuvers to dodge the spit from the Ugandan knuckles, and a group of knuckles are sniffing
Oh my
Julia.
god.
Put it in, my queen.
Let me out of here!
This is not the way.
I say girl's gonna come downstairs and think something's really wrong.
My queen, show us the way.
What does that fucking mean?
Looks like we'll have to save Julia before we can do anything else.
I got this.
Alex jumps down from the cloud but trips and falls on his face. Joe goes to help him, and they are all trapped by the knuckles.
You are not the way. You do not have Bulldog.
The knuckles tie up Alex and Joe and Sonic to the post next to Julia, and they are all on the edge of a huge cavern.
Joe, I don't like this. It's just confusing.
It's alright. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Can you please focus on getting us out of here?
Julia, how did you even get here in the first place?
I got catfished on Tinder because I thought Sonic got out early from jail. I was wrong.
Now will you all be sacrificed so that we may find the true way? Click with me, brothers.
I'm just gonna skip that because we just did that.
Is that?
They wheel in a large crystal type thing.
Joe, there it is.
Alex, we have to get out of these restraints.
If only there was someone who could help us.
Uh-oh.
Kevin, you're up.
Kevin,
That's you,
you're
Tom.
up, Kevin.
No, it's
Yo.
Tom.
I said,
Yeah.
suddenly a voice is heard in the distance.
Oh,
Yo.
God.
You guys need some help.
Kevin came flying in on a megalodon, the most fearsome creature in the ocean that may or may not exist.
I mean, it's extinct.
Kevin jumped off the megalodon while the megalodon... He knows the truth.
I
While
do, I
the
swear to
megalodon
God,
roared and
it's
fell
not.
back into the ocean on the other side of the ocean.
Kevin!
Sonic
is my best friend. I got you guys.
Do I need to actually play this?
No, it's fine. Someone do like in their
Sonic.
I got you guys. Don't even trip.
Kevin quickly breaks through all the strengths with his incredible strength, and then he turns to Ugandan Knuckles' army.
Alright, what's the plan?
Kevin, you distract Knuckles. I'll take care of the dragon.
What?
The emerald. I'll get the emerald.
Kevin begins fighting Ugandan armies while Joe, Alex, and Sonic grab the emerald and jump onto the Nimbus cloud.
What about me?
I'll come back for you, Julia!
Make some sweet hedgehog love to me, you blue son of a bitch.
Really working.
Can we record Julia saying
Yeah.
that?
It's being
Yes! Okay,
Oh,
awesome.
make
All
that
this is being
your
recorded.
Yeesh, she really is more clingy than Amy.
What was that?
I'll be you later.
The whole gang leaves and heads for their next objective. Luckily, the Nimbus cloud was magical as fuck, and it was able to store the emerald inside it with no problem.
Okay, next we need to find a feather from the Firebird. Where is that?
We're gonna have to pay Catherine a visit.
Joe, Alex, and Sonic now flew back to America to visit Catherine Firebird. They're great and powerful. They reach the Sanctum Birdtorium, which is basically a bunch of treehouses in the wood.
Joe, yay.
It's good to see you, Catherine.
Aw.
Come on, step it up.
Sonic, your specs are looking great today. Hey, back off.
The woods were nice.
Alex,
The woods.
what?
Hanging out.
Flashback to Alex furiously masturbating to Xenoblade characters.
Well, are you coming back to stay?
Actually, Catherine, I need a favor. Hambo, you need to
Oh,
do
what's going on over here?
I'm just gonna try to set this up a little more comfortably.
Mr. Lerner, in all his glory as a Nobel Prize-winning bird physicist. He had the most beautiful feathers in any of the clan and was revered as the greatest bird person who ever lived.
It's just Alex, Joe, and Sonic.
I see, so you're this Alex I've heard so much about.
Yes, sir.
And you're interested in my daughter.
We have been dating for 3 years, yes.
Well, Catherine, I think you should focus your attention on this fine gentleman right here.
Mr. Lerner motions to Joe. Now, I don't blame you. Joe is pretty handsome.
So, anyway, why are you guys here?
We're on a main story quest from George Costanza. Mr. Lerner's eyes go wide with surprise and fear.
Need help.
George Costanza.
I'll do it.
The great lord.
Oh, you were cheating.
How are you doing now? He's the
With
prince
2
of all
fingers.
birds.
These are dire times.
Very well. What do you require of me, O squeaky one?
Sir, all we require is one of your magnificent feathers. Just one.
I understand. There is only one problem. Unless it is held by a fellow bird person, one of my feathers may never leave this sanctuary.
In the distance, Troy is seen keeping watch and marking his trademark, yeah!
I think we just have an idea, guys.
Whatever it is, I shall help you however I can.
The gang is seen flying away from the bird sanctuary, with Troy's head leaning out of the Nimbus cloud.
You okay?
The gang continues their flight until they reach the Victoria's Secret building, where Toa is planning her evil plans of evil.
There it is. The home of the greatest titties in existence.
Come on, step it up!
They land on the roof of the building and they see a high-tech security door blocking their path.
You want to see me use a holding attack? Here I go.
Nah, I got this, Sonic.
Alex steps up to the keypad and unscrews it. He then hacks... Alright, douchebag. Yeah, seriously.
Bring on the immersion.
He then hacks into it, safely opening the door for all of them to enter.
How did you do that?
That's my secret, Joe. I could hack into things this whole time, but all you thought was that I stared at anime titties.
Is all you do, though.
Who do you think invented the special jiggle physics for the anime titties?
Is that you?
It was me, thank you.
Why do you think I'm a physics major? It's a very specific BA. They entered the factory. They entered the factory and it was filled with bras and the pictures of titties. The group had to stop every 5 feet because Alex couldn't stop vigorously masturbating to everything he saw. Eventually, they reached a room with a giant vault.
Joe, is that it?
I think so, Alex.
This vault is almost as big enough to hold all of Hambo's DLC.
How the hell did I get into this vault?
Toa.
Julia,
Catherine, you want
go
to do
for
it?
it.
Yeah, Catherine.
What does she sound like?
She's kind of like.
You're not. Imagine any female
Yeah.
bad guy.
You're not.
You're not.
Perfect.
Toa floated towards them in a sexy Victoria's Secret lingerie, ready to fight.
Guys, I don't think I can.
Lucky for you, you won't have to.
Toa, with her magic staff, opened a trapdoor beneath them, and they fell into the large, dangerous pit. But can't Joe fly?
I don't have my Nimbus, though.
I
The
mean,
Nimbus is upstairs.
you can fly without a Nimbus.
Am I a
You're Goku.
bird?
He is
I
going.
am Goku. Is someone okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Oh god, my leg. Oh, sorry. Oh god, my leg.
Sonic's leg is broken.
Sonic's leg was broken from the fall.
Oh, no.
He won't be making love to Julia anytime soon.
Oh no!
And can't even stand due to the intense pain.
This is worse than the torture on the death.
The group was ready to escape when they heard a growl.
Please tell me Sonic's hungry for chili dogs.
As they turned around and saw the most terrifying, hideous monster in existence, it was Troy Black, who came from an alternate dimension and stole at Troy's body. But it couldn't control Troy's mind, so it fell into the bottom of Victoria's Secret, and Toa has been using it to kill intruders ever since.
It's Troy Black.
God, there's only one way to defeat this monster.
Oh my god.
Lend me your energy for a spirit bomb. You have to hold him off for 5 minutes while I charge.
Shit.
So, guys, when you hear the battle cry, everyone say it with me, okay? So while Alex got the shit beat out of him for 5 minutes, Joe charged the spirit bomb. Troy Black threw Alex around the room with his terrifying battle cry. Yeah! Alex shuddered every time he heard it.
Alex, my best friend, let's use our double burst attack.
Sounds good.
Alex
Yeah.
and Sonic try their double attack, but it fails as Sonic's legs get even more fucked up. Alex runs right into Troy Black, which bothers him a little, but doesn't really hurt him all that much.
Yo, watch out. Spirit bomb, bitches.
Joe slams the spirit bomb into Troy Black, and the force of the explosion just destroys the entire fucking building. Alex and Joe are left sitting in the rubble, and next to Alex is a black box that says Toa's secret.
This is it. I can feel it.
So our heroes return to Lord Costanza's apartment in the sky, and once again, Joe buzzes in on the buzzer.
Do we have to watch it again?
Yes.
No.
Believe it or not, isn't at home. Leave a message at the beep. I must be out, or I pick up the phone.
Where could I be?
Believe it or not, I'm not home.
Guys, the accidental philosophy of the boss baby.
No.
You have it on 2 tabs.
Lord Costanza, we've completed your quest. Please listen.
Come in.
The gang goes into the apartment and brings Lord Costanza the items he asked for, the emerald, the feather, and the box.
I see you have completed my quest. Alex Travers, you are hereby unbanned from the eShop as requested.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. A Merry Festivus to you.
If you come back and ask me for something again, I cannot promise I'll be so kind.
Thank you. I will take that.
Yeah, I gotta call him about
So, Alex, what was in that black box?
It's the ultimate bra, the underboob. It's too powerful for human titties and can only be worn by those with nice.
Oh, of course.
And so our heroes completed their journey. Alex immediately called Hambo and asked for DLC money, and Joe left to save the Earth more times. They left Sonic and Troy at George Costanza's apartment building, and Sonic got kind of pissed off, started doing cocaine because he was bored.
What?
Alex and Catherine got back together, and they all lived happily ever after, except for Alex because Hambo still refused to buy any of his DLC. The end.
DC fucking ends.
Wait, what?
Let's go.
Alex Quest.
But what happened with
that was